What's up, guys? Welcome back to Gardening with Lo. I thought I'd jump on real quick and just give you a little update just to show you what my canna lily seeds are looking like. They've put on a lot of new growth. I'm also going to show you what my summer flowering bulbs look like that I started indoors a couple weeks ago. Really excited as to how my new seed starts are going. This is the first time for me. I am a novice gardener. First time for me starting seeds indoors. I'm really excited as to the progress. I'm also going to quickly jump outside, show you what my garden is looking like. It's only the 1st of April, so nothing much happening out there, and it's too early for us here in our Zone 5 gardens in Toronto to get our hands into the garden yet. But I'm going to take you outside and give you a quick little early spring tour and show you what we're working with. So let's get to it.
Okay, guys, look at this. Can you believe that my plants have grown so much in such a short period of time? Now, this here is one of the Oriental lily bulbs that I started. And look at that. It has lots of true leaves on it and it's growing up. Now, I only have one stalk coming out of this pot, but I do see a few little other ones trying to peek their heads up. Pardon the sunlight, but I just really want to show you how much sunlight that I get on this windowsill because I haven't really used grow lights for any of these plants. And these here are my gladiolas, and they've really put on some growth here. Look at that. And this is all from being on the windowsill. I got a dahlia plant here that has several leaves on it. And these are some of the canna bulbs or tubers that I planted. And look at that. They have several leaves and they've really taken off here. Another dahlia. That's another canna plant. They're ready to go. Now here is another pot with some Oriental lilies, and I managed to get 2 of them to bloom in this pot. I've got some more gladiolas here. And my dahlia that's looking so lovely. So there's a lot that you can do inside. You don't need all the fancy equipment. I don't have any of these plants, sorry, the sunlight is really strong here at this hour, but I don't have fancy equipment, just the seed starting kits here that I started. And see, look at all the seedlings coming up. Now, because the seedlings have sprouted, I've taken the lids up. So because if you have too much condensation, once your leaves start to sprout, the little seedlings will get mold and, they'll die if they're too damp in there. So I let them out and they're loving the sun on this window. Now this is the only lighting I have on this one seed tray here. And this is a little fluorescent lamp that I have. I didn't buy anything special. And it gives these canna lily seeds lighting most of the day. This light stays on. So I'll just lift that up and show you. Now you can see all the condensation on this tray, the lid of this tray here. Now let's lift it up and you can see what's happening inside. Now look at that. These are the seeds that I had shown you in the first video when we scored the canna lily seeds and we planted them in these trays. And look at that. Now, some of them are taking a little bit longer than others to sprout, but if all I get out of these are these ones that have started, I will be a happy camper. Look at that. So I'm challenging all of you to go ahead and try. Just do it. Now is the time. You have plenty of time to start seeds indoors. I'm in Toronto, so we don't generally plant anything outside till after the threat of frost, which is usually May 24th. So I hope I've encouraged you to get something going inside, even if it's one pot.
Hi guys, I'm out here in the backyard, just gonna have a look and see what's coming up. I wanted to show you some of my climbing roses that I've pruned for the season already. It's a little early yet because it's still quite cold and a little early to be cleaning out all the garden beds. But let's go have a look and see what we can find. We'll start off with this little shrub here. This is a rhododendron. It's evergreen. It blooms a beautiful pink flower. We have here a pair of heucheras or coral bells. We got to put some extra mulch around these. Sometimes they kind of lift up out of the cold ground. There's a little tulip. I don't have many more tulips in the ground. It seems the squirrels have eaten all the bulbs. We're going down to some of the perennials here. I have my Japanese purist that's also evergreen, showing some nice green leaves there. I got my spirea, still needing to put on some buds. This is one of my Floribunda roses here. It has these beautiful pink roses. I had pruned up some of the branches, and now I'm seeing buds all over this rose. We're going to get some nice flowers on this year. And I did tie it up with some floral tape there. This is a beautiful hydrangea. Lots of bulbs on that. And this is my boomerang or bloomerang lilac bush that's here. As you can see here, this is my Stella lily, my daylilies here, putting on lovely growth. That's my lavender bush there. Can't wait to prune that. Daylilies, those always put on a really nice show. And further along here, this is where I have a lot of perennials that are starting to bud up and push out new growth. Now this is where I have my roses. I have some carpet roses that are in the front here that I have pruned up maybe about 3 weeks ago. And as you can see, lots of new buds coming on these. Lots of new buds. I'm hoping that my clematis back there springs back. I'm not sure. I think I might have killed it. But here I have my tea roses, my hybrid tea roses, full of buds. This is another bed here with various different perennials. I have 3 yucca plants in the back that remain evergreen throughout the winter. And I'm looking through the ground here, seeing lots of nice buds on my climbing rose. This one I managed to prune up and starting to see some nice lateral cane growth here. So I should get a lot more bulbs. That is a little mini boxwood that kind of popped into the ground there. This is my hydrangea putting on some buds, and my another lilac. Now, as you can see here, that's another little boxwood. I might kind of prune that so that it remains in that little spherical shape. And this is my iris. So there you have it. Just a quick little spin around the garden and just to see a little update on the plants on my windowsill. That's all I got for you today, folks. So have a good rest of your day. And we'll see you next time where we can share some gardening. Bye for now.